Just left the gym. I know I'm sweating like I stole something and nobody poured water on me. That's my own water. But that's not what I want to shout at you about today. I want to shout at you about something that came to me some years ago. Stop allowing people to ignore you, or stop being invisible. I had an epiphany when I turned 50. One of the things that my family does is that we always celebrate each other's birthday. My wife is, that's a cardinal sin not to celebrate life. And so, I grew up really not celebrating birthdays as much because of that's just the way I was raised. But I'm appreciative of my wife, appreciative of her making us do this. And I enjoy it. But one of the things that I would often do is to tell the kids and tell my wife, you don't have to get me anything. Don't get me anything. Don't get me anything. Well, they did that for years. And then when I turned 50, I had an epiphany. I told them, hey guys, I want you to get me something for my birthday, something for Christmas, and something for Father's Day. I said, even if you have to hold on to half of the money that I gave you for your special day and give it back to me, hey, that's cool. Well, they thought I was playing. And because normally, I'm not that guy, I don't need a lot of attention on and so forth. But then I forget which day it was that came, and they said, Daddy, you're serious? I said, yeah, I'm serious. And they said, you serious? I said, I'm serious. And so they from that moment on, they started giving me, presents on special days, checking on me to see about me. But here's the revelation that I had. I wasn't doing it, or I didn't ask them to do that because I needed a lot of gifts. I did it because what the Lord showed me is that I was teaching them and training them to ignore me. And so I thought about that thing that, hey, you get up and get older and get in your 80s and 90s, and they have to put you away and put you someplace and nobody comes to see about you. Well, that would occur because that's what I taught. That's what I expected. You may not need a big birthday party. You may not need a lot of attention, but whenever people want to show you appreciation, you better take that appreciation. It may be someone who doesn't have, who may not have a whole lot and just want to give you a nice token or do a nice gesture. Stop turning things down. Now, it's one thing if you are accepting things from people who want to exploit you. I'm not talking about that. But when people want to show their appreciation for you, and they try to show their appreciation for you, and you tell them no, you know what you're doing? Keep telling them no. If you keep telling them no, here's what's going to happen. They're going to stop doing altogether. And so listen, when people choose to show you a sense of appreciation, be it large, medium, or small, as long as the right spirit is behind it, you better receive it. Because if not, you are teaching people to ignore you. I pray this word today gave you strength for the journey. I'm going home. I'm going to take a shower. I got to get this water off of me. Peace.